Ha! It's Ryan. Do not need to be seeing what I got going on in the lens of these glasses. Watch this video and you will never look at money the same. Growing up, I was very philosophical. Falafel? Growing up, I was very into philosophy. I was very into learning. I was very into knowledge. I was very into understanding the ways of life. One phrase that I continuously heard most of my youth was be like water. As I grew up, I learned water is the most beautiful currency in the world. You may not even realize it, but water actually is a currency. And it's the biggest currency in the world over money, over everything. Everyone wants and needs water, whether they realize it or not. And water is involved in about 40 to 50% of most of our days. The rest of us probably 80. Water takes the shape with anything that desires to align with it. It doesn't fight unless it is the majority energy. When water is the majority energy, say for instance you are drowning in the ocean, everybody knows that you do not fight the waves that are hitting you. You allow yourself to be moved by it so that it can guide you back to the shore. Everyone knows that you do not fight with water because water will always win. However, you work with water and it will guide you to where you need to be. A lot of us are related to wayfinders and voyagers, and even they had certain customs that they taught their children and their children about water. So now us in this time understand what it means and what to do with it and how to use it to our advantage. Or say for instance like how African American people are afraid of water because of certain experiences. So now even past their ancestors, they still have this belief and fear of the water. Now let's go to our best friend money. Now it's starting to hit you, all the similarities. When you think about it in that kind of grand scheme of it, you realize money is like water. If there's a majority of it, you don't fight it, you flow with it because it guides you to where you need to be. And also, from past ancestors, you learn to have a certain mindset with it, just like you learn to have a certain mindset with water. It's just like that study of when the monkeys back in the 70s learned from some of the people that came to the forest to take the fruit and dump it in the water to clean it, and they learned that, and it latched onto their DNA coding. Now, years and years and years later, monkeys all over the planet know to dump their fruit in water so they can wipe the dirt off of it. A lot of the mindset that you have when it comes to money is learned. You have to understand what money means to you specifically. Because if you're looking at money as a means to survive, as a means to get by, as a means to keep going, then you're looking at it wrong. When I think about water, I don't think about it's a means to survive. I think, oh, I really want a bath. Let me go sit in the water. Oh, I'm really thirsty. Let me drink some water. I think, oh, I want water, and I go and get water. Also, you don't obsess over water until you don't have it. I don't think, oh, I want water, but it's going to be so hard to get water. I don't know how to get water. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. How am I going to go in the bathroom and get the water? How am I going to run the bath water? How am I going to go and drink the water? The water's right beside me, but I don't want to drink it wrong. I don't want to use it wrong. That mindset indicates that you do not know what money means to you. The fear of loss of money and the fear and the confusion surrounding your mindset towards money, that is learned conditioning. Learned conditioning either from your parents or from your ancestors that you haven't even met. You have to sit down and evaluate. I would say if you have children, sit them down and evaluate with them after you do it with yourself what money means to them. Because you will stop looking at money. I look at water as my best friend. I love drinking water. I love taking baths. I love going to the pool. I love going to the ocean. I love those kind of things. I love eating noodles. I love eating soup. Water is comprised of all of that. I love myself. Water is in me. I love the planet. Water is in the planet. The people that I love, water is in them. Also, you see what I'm saying? Everyone has water even if they don't realize they do. I don't think, oh my God, I'm so afraid. There's so much water, yada, yada, yada. What am I going to do? You have to sit down and analyze what it means to you. This is how billionaires become billionaires, because they know what they want the money to do. If you're in the pool and you want to float on the water, you know to allow yourself to succumb to the water. You don't fight the water because you want to float. Rule number 2, stop blaming money because money is money. When tsunamis hit, we know it's the weather. We know it's something to do with some kind of supernatural or just the weather in general. We don't think, oh, the water's such a asshole. Why is the water such a douchebag for hitting this part of the land? Why would the water do that? You don't think that because you know that even though water makes up a majority of everything, it's not conscious, even though it is. But you don't think it is. So why are you upset with money? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Why are you upset with money because you have gone through difficulties, or you've seen people fight over it, or you've seen people succumb to it, or you've seen people lose their life over it? The money didn't make those choices or those decisions. Stop being upset at money. Money don't want to be around nobody that's mean or mad at it. We go right back to water. I see people all the time on Twitter and they'll be like, I don't like water. I don't drink water. People be like, what you drink? I drink mostly juice. I drink like milk or coconut milk or coconut water. I don't just drink plain water. And you know that it's hurting them because we're all supposed to drink water, at least in increments every day. That goes back to your parents and ancestors. Because when you were younger, you had people around you giving you a lot of soda and juice, and now you're older, you don't want to drink water, and that's why your organs are failing. Same thing goes for money. When you were younger, you were around people who spent it frivolously, or people who never had it and always fought to get it and always felt like, oh, it never stays. I hate money. I hate that the world runs around money. So now that you're older, you're like, oh yeah, I hate money. I hate that the world runs around money. You hate that there is a currency to make sure that you are taken care of? And number 3 for this video, this is a multiple part series. If you love something, let it go. Let the money go. We all love water. If you don't love water, you still love water because you are water. And as I said, we all have to take up at least 40% of water, even if we're not drinking it a day. In some way, shape, or form, water is in the air. I grew up around multiple different families, but there was one particular family that used to fight over water. But water is abundant. And because they would fight over water and yell and scream at each other about who drunk this water bottle and who left the water bottle in the room and who this and who wasn't buying water, it was a lack thereof regarding water. And also there was stinginess and hiding. Like different people in the family group would hide water. But it didn't actually help them because they felt like they had an abundance of water, but for some reason out of nowhere, the water would just disappear. And they would realize, like, did I drink it all in one day? Share your money. Share your income. Share your water. The universe, the world is made up of water. So many of us, especially in America, who have abundance in like finances or water, you don't think, oh, let me keep this water bottle from this person who needs it on the street because I really need it for myself. And if you do, you're more than likely suffering in life and your finances is probably looking kind of dusty. And if it ain't, trust me, you have not reached your potential because you're greedy. Water makes up of everything. 9 times out of 10, most people I say in my country aren't stingy with water. Not most, but most look at money like water. You can just go get another bottle of water from 7-Eleven. Give your water. Make sure that other people have water because we all need water. Keeping the water to yourself is just going to make you lose water. Share money. Connect with people with money. Don't be afraid to spend the money because the world is made up of money. All different types of money. We got multiple bad bitches in this money category currency. Money everywhere around you. If a bunch of animals went to a lake, you really think they're gonna be mad at each other for drinking water? Because they know it's enough to go around. It's enough to go around. It will come back. You will find more water, more lake, more money. Part 2 coming soon. Ow.